journey where I thought maybe I was done. I thought maybe I had missed my window. I thought maybe what I had built would not last. But one question kind of kept coming up, and it was just the question of, what if? What if I can? What if I can rebuild a little stronger? I often felt like that in the rebuild process.
Yes.
Relatable. What if I actually do have what it takes? What if the story isn't over?
Right.
That one question changed everything. And I want you to know it keeps changing everything. And so that's the question we're actually going to wrestle with today. Because let's be real, every single one of us in this room, we know what it feels like to wrestle with doubt. Here's what it sounds like. Maybe I've hit my maximum potential. Maybe I don't have what it takes. Maybe I can't keep them inspired. Maybe I've gone too long without a win. Maybe this is it. But here's what I know to be true. We're sitting in this room because we are jewels. We are in the top 1% of the entire company, y'all. We're jewels. You're jewels. So just take a second and let that sink in. You guys were on a luxury cruise ship in the middle of somewhere. I don't know, geography's not my thing. But you're here because you did something that's really freaking hard. I made a post the other day, and this is off script, but I said in there, I didn't start because I knew that I could. I started because I knew that I would. I knew that I would do whatever it took to give my kids the lives that I saw other mamas giving their kids. There was nothing that I wouldn't do that wasn't like illegal or immoral. But this, I knew I would. I didn't know how it would look, but I knew I could trust myself. You guys, we did something that most will never do. And so it's proof that you already can because you already have. And if you've done it once, you can do it again. So here's what we're going to do today. Most of our time is going to be about rebuilding belief and reigniting vision because some of y'all's wood's wet. We got to get our wood on fire, right? And it's so funny that I'm training about belief because I'm the do girl. Like, I'm just like, tell me what to do, skip all that. That feels really fluffy to me. I'm not a feeler. But what I've learned is the ones winning, they have the highest belief. The ones winning, the ones making the most money, having the most success, is because their belief is the highest. I want to spend some time reminding you why network marketing is the best industry in the entire world. And why Plexus, I believe, is still the best opportunity out there. And you guys, the truth of the matter is we have other options. I could go and build and do 1,000 other things. But I am 1,000,000% committed here because I am Plexus. And you are Plexus. So after that, I'm going to give you some strategy. But if you missed the first part, the strategy won't matter because you're going to go home with the same crap in here and your behavior is going to reflect that. So don't clock out on the mindset stuff, okay? So I'm going to give you a little bit of that and then I'm going to give you a little bit of strategy, a simple path that you can take home and build momentum the rest of this year. So we're going to do some work on our heart first and then I'll give you a plan for some work with your hands, okay? Here's what I know about being a Plexus jewel. You can carry both pride and pain. You know what it feels like to hit something big. But you also know what it feels like to question whether you can keep it or sustain it or ever get it back. The voice that says, see, I knew I wouldn't be able to keep it. I'm too much for people. I'm not enough for people. It's been too long since I had a win. I don't have what it takes anymore because it's too different now. And if you haven't had those thoughts, you're probably an alien or delusional. So I want you to take 60 seconds, and in the notes app of your phone, I want you to jot this down, whatever your answer is to this question. What is my repeating thought that has been holding me back in my business for the last 6 months?